We were driving down an endless road, windows down, hearts overload. You had your hand wrapped tight in mine, said forever's just a straight white line. But somewhere past those city lights, you changed directions overnight. I didn't see the warning signs, I trusted every road was mine. But love was something you could steer, while I was just sitting here. I was just a passenger in a love you didn't prefer. You were driving far too fast, leaving us in the past. I thought we were side by side, but you were planning your goodbye. Now I'm stranded in the blur, just a broken passenger. Your playlist still plays in my head, every word we never said. We mapped our future on the dash, dreams written in fading blast. But when the storm began to pour, you reached for a different door. I thought we'd ride through thick and thin, through every loss, through every win. But you had somewhere else to be, and it wasn't here with me. I was just a passenger in your heart, a temporary blur. I held on tight, you let go first, left me drowning in the hurt. You said love was worth the ride, but you stepped out before the crash. Now I'm stuck in what we were, just a lonely passenger. If I could take the wheel tonight, would I turn back, would I fight, or would I drive away from you before you made me feel untrue? Was I ever in control, or just filling up a road? Soft breakdown, the engine's quiet, the road is dark, but I still feel your leaving mark. I'm sitting in the driver's seat, learning how to be complete. If I was just a passenger in a love that didn't endure, you were searching for the sky while I was begging you to try. Now I'm stronger than I was, even though it hurt, because loving you was my answer. But I was just your passenger. The road goes on, I'll find my way. Even if you couldn't stay, next time I won't just sit and wait. I'll drive my own heart and choose my fate. And choose my fate. You said you'd hold me through the storm, keep me safe, keep me warm. When the world was falling down, you'd be my solid ground. We carved our names into the sky, swore our love would never die. You looked at me and promised soft, no matter what I won't let go. But promises can turn to dust when hearts don't grow. No matter what you say, we stay through every night and every day, through every tear, through every fight. We'd find our way. But here I stand with empty hands, trying hard to understand how no matter what became the last words that you ever said. I still remember how you smiled, like loving me was worth a while. We built a world of fragile dreams, strong as they could ever seem. But somewhere in the in-between, love turned cold and slipped unseen. Was it fear that pulled you back, or something I just seemed to lack? I'd give it all to hear you say you didn't mean to walk away. Broken lie. If love was something we could fix with bandaged hearts and fragile sticks, I'd build it back with bleeding hands and beg you once to understand. But love is not a simple thing. It breaks like glass, it cuts like rings. They say I'll heal, I'll be okay, time will wash the pain away. But every time I hear your voice, I know I didn't have a choice. No matter what, I still care, even if you're not there, even if you've moved along, and I'm still stuck inside this song. No matter what, my heart stayed true. I memorized the way you breathe, the silence hiding underneath. Every time you pulled away, I begged my heart to make you stay. I learned your storms, your fragile scars, counted wishes on broken stars. I bent my pride, I changed my ways, turned sleepless nights to awful days. But love kept slipping through my hands like desert sand. I try so hard to be enough to fix the cracks when it got rough, to hold you close, to make it right, to be at peace in every fight. I try so hard, but still somehow I'm standing here without you now. If love was all I had to guard, tell me why I try so hard. I swallow words I meant to say, just so you wouldn't walk away. I wore a smile to hide the fear that I was losing you, my dear. breaking heart. I try so hard to understand why love slipped through my hands. I gave you every piece of mine, every second, every time. I try so hard to let you go, but healing's moving way too slow. If I could go back to the start, would I still give you all my heart? Would I still choose the sleepless nights, the endless tears, the silent fights? Maybe love was never meant to be this heavy, this intense. Now I'm learning how to breathe without you here next to me. But every time I close my eyes, I'm still holding on to us inside. I try so hard to move ahead, to silence every word you said, to build a life without your name, to numb the ache, to kill the flame. I try so hard to be so strong, pretend that I moved on, but every beat inside my heart still says I try so hard. It was only one night under neon sky, one reckless kiss, one soft goodbye. Your hand in mine, the world stood still, like fate had been to match our will. We talked about forever like it wasn't just a borrowed lie. You said don't think about tomorrow, let's just live inside this spark. But I was building dreams around you while you were dancing in the dark. It was just one night, but it changed my life. One touch, one spark, now I'm lost in the dark. You said it felt so right under city lights, but you were gone by morning sun, and I'm still holding on. Scent still lingers on my shirt, like a memory meant to hurt. Still echo in my head, and every word we never said. You walked away so easily, like I was just a memory. I tried to tell my foolish heart it was never meant to last, but hearts don't listen to the truth when they're living in the past. It was just one night, but it felt like life. One whispered vow that means nothing now. You said don't fight, let's keep it light. But love is never something small when you give it all. Every door I let you in, knowing how this ends. Was I just a passing flame in your temporary game? They say some moments fade away like footprints in the rain, but yours is carved inside my chest like a permanent stain. It was just one night, but I lost the fight. You moved on so fast, like we were never meant to last. You called it just a spark, but it left a mark. Now I'm living with the weight was golden, barefoot, hearts wide open, sunset painted in your eyes, salt air, sweet lullabies. You said this is just a summer thing, but it felt like everything. We were dancing in the shoreline glow, laughing like we'd never let go. But seasons don't ask hearts to stay, they just slowly slip away. It was just a summer vibe, but you became my whole sky. Warm nights, firelight, now you're just a memory in July. You said it was just for fun, just until the summer's done. But I gave you all my time and lost you to a summer vibe. Polaroids and ocean breeze, your hoodie wrapped around me. Late night drives with windows down, singing to our favorite sound. We wrote our names in drifting sand, watch the tide erase our plans. I thought maybe you'd change your mind, stay with me past summertime. But when the leaves began to fall, you didn't call. It was just a summer vibe, but you were my sunrise. Boardwalk lights, starry nights, now they just make me cry. You packed your bags and left so fast, said don't make this summer last. But my heart still replays those golden summer days. If love was only meant for heat, why does winter feel so weak? Why does every breeze I feel still whisper something real? Was I just your holiday, a warm escape? You couldn't stay. Soft breakdowns bright, then fades into the night. But I'm still glowing from your spark, alone inside the dark. It was just a summer vibe, but it tore me up inside. One last kiss, one last lie, underneath that painted sky. You said we'd both be fine, just a moment in time. But you were my whole world, not just a summer Now the sun sets differently, it doesn't shine the same on me. Every season passes by, but I'm still stuck in July. It's late night and the city's asleep, but my heart refuses peace. Street lights flicker through my blinds like memories I can't rewind. Your name's still glowing on my phone, but I'm staring at it alone. I almost call, I almost try to ask you why, to say goodbye, but pride and pain are intertwined, and I'm losing to my mind. Late night, I miss you the most when silence feels like your ghost. Every whisper in the dark hits me right back to the start. Your hoodie's hanging on my chair like you might still be there. The clock keeps ticking loud and clear, reminding me you're not here. I scroll through pictures we once took, reading us like an old book. I try to say I'm doing fine, but that's just another lie. Because when the world goes quiet, my heart starts a riot. Late night, I hear your voice like I still have a choice. Like you might walk through that door and love me like before. Late night, the tears fall fast, holding on to the past, wishing morning light could save me from this late night. If I could sleep without a dream, without replaying everything, maybe I could finally breathe without you haunting me. But darkness knows my weakest side. It pulls your memory from inside. Say time will make it right, but time feels cruel at night. Every star up in the sky feels like another goodbye. Late night, I miss your touch more than I should. This much, every beat inside my chest won't let my heart just rest. Late night, I'm still not strong, still wondering where we went wrong until the morning light. I'm lost in you each late night. The sun will rise, I'll fake a smile, pretend I'm healing for a while. But when the world dims out of sight, I'll fall apart again. Every late night. The room is quiet, lights turn low, but silence never feels like home. Your shadow lingers on the wall, like you never left at all. I close my eyes to get some sleep, but memories don't rest that deep. I try to drown the noise inside, but your goodbye won't let me hide. Every whisper in the dark strikes another fragile spark. I hear your voice in the midnight air, calling my name like you still care. Soft and slow like before, like you're standing at my door. I hear your voice in every sound, in every tear that's falling down. Even though you made your choice, I still hear your voice. Your laughter echoes through my mind like a song stuck on rewind. Every I love you you said still plays inside my head. I tell myself it's just my heart refusing to fall apart. But how do I unhear a sound that once made my world spin around? How do I pretend it's gone when it's been here all along? I hear your voice when I'm alone, turning silence into stone. It tells me things you used to just a fading sound in the life you found. Sometimes I swear you're right beside me, breathing softly in the night. But when I reach across the bed, there's only empty light. I hear your voice in every dream. Nothing's ever what it seems. It pulls me back to yesterday, where you still chose to stay. I hear your voice through every tear, through every lonely year. Even though we're worlds apart, you're still inside my heart. So if you ever think of me when the night is cold and blue, just know that even now I still hear you. I smile like everything's okay, laugh it off, just play the part. They don't see the cracks beneath the earthquake in my heart. Your name still lives inside my chest, like a secret I can't explain. No one knows how much I hide all this hidden pain. I say I'm fine, I say I'm strong, but that's just how I get along. If they look deeper in my eyes, they'd see the truth behind the lies. This is my hidden pain, falling like invisible rain. No one hears a silent cry, no one sees the reason why I'm breaking down in quiet ways, smiling through my darkest days. You walked away, but love remained, and now I live with my hidden pain. Your pictures sleep inside my phone, I scroll them when I'm alone. Your voice still echoes in my mind, like it never left behind. I wear my scars beneath my skin, where no one else has ever been. They tell me time will let it fade, but time just keeps the memory safe. Every beat my heart contains whispers your name again. This is my hidden pain, dancing in my veins. I pretend I moved along, but I'm still stuck inside our song. Every night I fight the truth that I'm still in love with you. You're the storm I couldn't tame. Now I drown in my hidden talked about forever days in careless, fearless ways. Now your side of the bed is cold, and silence is the hand I hold. They tell me hearts can learn to heal, but mine still feels what's no longer real. I try to breathe, I try to start, but you're the rhythm in my heart. Every beat, my heart still calls your name in the dark. Every beat, every sound feels like you're still around. I try to let you go, but my pulse won't let me. So you tore my world apart, but every beat, my heart still loves you. Your voice still lingers in my head, repeating things you once said. I'll never leave, I'll always stay, but forever slipped away. Now I'm dancing with your ghost, missing you the most. If love was just a passing flame, why does it burn the same? Why does every second start with the echo of your heart? Every beat, my heart breaks me back to the start. Every thump reminds of the love we left behind. I'm trying to move on slow, but my veins won't let you go. You're written in every part of every beat, my heart. If I could silence what I feel, would the pain finally heal? Or would I lose the only proof that what we had was truth? Maybe loving you this deep is a wound I'm meant to keep. Soft break denial, I lie awake at night, counting beats in the quiet. Each one whispers low, I still love you so. Every beat, my heart still falls for who you are. Even though you're gone, the rhythm carries on. I may learn to play my part with a brave and steady start, but until this beating stops, you'll be every beat, my heart. You held my heart like it was glass, but dropped it like it wouldn't crash. You said forever with a smile, like you were only staying for a while. I gave you trust with open hands. You gave me love that couldn't stand. I saw the red flags in your eyes, but I painted them as butterflies. I turned your silence into hope while you were letting go. You were careless with my heart, tore my whole world apart, played with fire in the dark, left me with a permanent scar. I was fearless, you were free, you meant everything to me. Now I'm picking up the pieces of your careless love. You said relax, it's not that deep. While I was losing sleep, you Kiss me like you meant to stay, but planned to walk away. I built my world around your name. You treated love like a game. Was I just a passing phase? Just someone to fill your days while I was falling fast and hard. You never dropped your guard. Careless love, if hearts could speak, mine would scream I wasn't just a temporary dream. If tears could make you understand, you'd see the blood on my hands from holding on too tight to something never They say I'll learn from all this pain, that I won't fall that way again. But part of me still feels the spark.